The 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development, adopted by all United Nations member states in 2015, provides a shared blueprint for peace and prosperity for humanity and the wider nation. At its heart are the 17 Sustainable Goals, or SDGs, which are an urgent call for action by all countries, developed and developing, in a global partnership. United Nations member states recognize that ending poverty and other deprivations must go hand in hand with strategies that improve health and education, reduce inequality and spur economic growth, all while addressing climate change and working to preserve our oceans and forests. Ensuring sustainable consumption and production, or Goal 12, communicates issues surrounding food waste and food loss. Food loss refers to items lost in earlier stages of production, such as harvest, storage, and transportation, whereas food waste refers to items that are fit for human consumption but discarded, often at supermarkets or by consumers. This United Nations Development Goal project examines food waste in primary settings, additionally methods of food waste management. To prove food waste was an issue within primary settings, I devised a Curtin-Qualtrics survey, exploring educators' thoughts on the issue stated and their beliefs whether students were concerned food waste was an issue within primary settings. Data suggests food waste is a major issue within the local community, however students were unaware of the issue. Data also states the main foods being disposed of in primary settings included whole fruits and sandwiches. This aligns with the 2020 Oz Harvest study, indicating bread, fruits, and vegetables are the main food items to be disposed of. After collecting data and memorizing professional practitioner experience, several solutions became available. Solutions included compost bins, bokashi bins, chickens, worm farms, waste-free Wednesdays, and sustainability programs. Interviews with Joondalup Primary School staff indicated there are no sustainable programs currently in place at the academic institution, aside from general and recycling bins. This, as a researcher, gave me free rein, forcing me to consider what may be appropriate and relevant to the school community. I selected compost bins as they are easy to maintain, cost-effective, and allow student initiative. Additionally, given the implementation process succeeds, educators may wish to be composting within each classroom, opposed to one communal compost. The outcomes of completing this assessment showed the variation of school sustainability. For example, Woodlapine Primary School in comparison to academic institutions such as Joondalup Primary School. Outcomes also communicated the variations of solutions and how this sustainable development goal may be aided if all academic institutions consider one method of food waste management, whether this is something as outgoing as chickens or as simplistic as Waste-Free Wednesday. Positives of this assessment included Joondalup Primary School considering the implementation of compost bins within the primary setting, interviewing other academic institutions regarding their approach to food waste, and recording educators' responses towards sustainability in their academic institution. Negatives included the lack of student data and the consideration of funding and grants toward compost bins. Interesting portions included educators' attitude toward food waste, the multitude of solutions already in place in varying academic institutions, and some aspects of data collected by the Curtin-Qualtrics survey. When composts are implemented in Joondalup Primary School, success indicators may include staff and students' attitude toward compost, verbal discussion regarding the program and whether the conversation is positive or negative, whether students take initiative and consider methods of using their compost within the school community. Examples may include selling their compost at a sustainability sale for profit or using whatever is produced toward the school gardens.